Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone Live. It's the match game. It's a post-match game against Lazio. I think that was quarterfinal of the Coppa Italia. A 1-0 victory. So good thing for Juventus. We got a win under our belts. Our second win of 2023. Our second win in the Coppa Italia in 2023. And we'll go through. I'll lay out what we're going to go through. We're going to go through, obviously, Allegri's post-match press conference, who our favorite player was of the game, who did well, what went well, what didn't go well. Basically, I am going to ask some questions because, well, before that, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you all for doing that prior. I'm going to ask this right now. Does anybody care? Does anybody care what just happened or that result? Yes, we advanced to the next stage of the competition. Yes, the team is seeming to play for the coach at this moment in time. A complete contrast of what happened on Sunday against Monza. But yeah. Or was this a team performance, or was this all about Lazio being complete ass and their consistent or their constant no-shows at the Allianz Stadium? Because I think Lazio's only won one game ever at the Allianz Stadium, and that was like in 2017. So is this just a history matchup? It didn't suit well for Lazio, or did we actually do well? We did way better, I will say, than we did on Sunday. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. To be honest, I think that has to do a lot with our player personnel that we chose today, that we were better than Sunday, because DeShilio didn't start. Gatti didn't start, and we had Vlahovic and Chiesa starting. And we'll get into those two in a bit. But right now, there's more people in here. There's 20 plus people in here. I'm going to ask, barring or not thinking of winning the Coppa Italia, just does that result mean anything? We play Inter now in the semifinal. Of course, in the next round of the Coppa Italia, the semifinal, it's 2 matches, home and away. That's how the Coppa Italia works. But for now, let's go through the game. So we know we started in a 3-5-2. We ended up in a 3-5-2. Vlahovic, Chiesa up top as a duo. Not a fan. Not a fan. I know you want to get your best players out on the field. Well, you should want to get your best players out on the field. Chiesa as a support striker, it ain't it. No, you like Max Allegri can go to the microphone and say how many times he's going to be a future support striker or striker in the future. Okay, buddy, like it ain't it now. Let Chiesa go on the wings and go and attack with the ball at his feet. I don't want Chiesa running in between the channel or in between behind Vlahovic picking up the ball. I want him on the wing beating players. That's why I want Chiesa. I don't want him underneath the striker. He isn't the same as Di Maria. He isn't the same type of winger / support striker. So that's my first issue with how today went. Again, I know rotation is key. I know we got a lot of games coming up. Yada, yada, yada. Quadrado sucks. And we knew this, but we are really struggling to have someone solidify that right wing back position. McKennie was great for 2 games since the calendar year, or since 2023. He was great. Sorry, I'll take that back. He was good as a right wing back. Sold him. DeShilio came back from the dead. He still sucks. It's 2023 and DeShilio still plays for Juventus. Boo, what are you doing? Oh my god. Sorry about that, everybody. Barbieri doesn't even get a sniff of first team. Like, why not try something new? Quadrado struggled mightily, and I get he came back from an injury, but he struggled. He struggled to keep up defensively. He was getting toasted by Zaccagni, and I don't get it. Just let Barbieri... I want Barbieri to play. If we're going to continue to do a 3-5-2, let Barbieri play on Tuesday against Salernitana. What... In Serie A, we don't... It's not going to mean much. It's not going to mean much. Like, Barbieri's not going to be the difference maker of us losing points or gaining points. So Quadrado should not, like, he should be the backup from now on. DeCilio should be parked on the bench, never seen again. And that should be the right wing back scenario at this moment in time if we continue with 3-5-2. Now, because Lazio was so shit and not like it seemed like they didn't show up in the final third, because some of their midfield passages of play was really nice. 1-2 touches around our defenders really easily. It was actually really nice to watch. But toothless in the attacking third. Horrible crossing. Couldn't really get into. Oh my God, what is he doing? Couldn't get into Bremer, or couldn't get past Bremer, Danilo, Alexandro, yada yada yada. So was that more of us, or was that more of toothless Lazio? I think it was more toothless Lazio. Kostic was fine. That was his best game of 2023, and it still wasn't great. Yes, he got an assist, but I saw some discourse on Twitter saying, "Oh, he plays," or no, in our Discord chat saying he plays better when Vlahovic is playing. Probably makes sense. They have a rapport with each other. They know they have an inkling of where each other are going to be. And I thought our midfield was actually pretty good today. Locatelli was definitely the man of the match. There's no questions about it. 30 people in here. Let me know who your man of the match was. But Locatelli was. I don't really give 9s out of 10, but I think he was that good today. Yes, he looked shaky on the ball a couple times. But Locatelli was 100% my man of the match, and there was no player close to him. Defensively, amazing. With the ball, pretty good. Like, he wasn't 100% good, but he was pretty good. But yeah, I thought he was just fantastic today. And now the question is, where's that been all day or all year, all 1.5 years? Where has that been since Allegri took over? I don't know if this can continue or not. I hope it can continue. I hope you can play like this for the rest of the season. It would be something to take away into next year if you can end the season in this type of way. Oh wait, hold on. Nightmare. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think you can hear me now. Okay, now you can definitely hear me. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, going into next season, Locatelli needs to have more than one game here, one game there. Like, he has to have a consistent string of games and performances that are like today, and then we could probably say, yeah, he's back to himself. So, I'm not going to say Locatelli's back, just like I'm not going to say, oh, it was great to see Chiesa and Vlahovic play together. It wasn't great to see them play together today. It wasn't great. It was nice to see them play together. It was nice that they were on the field at the same time for the first time since they both arrived. But it was not good to watch. Vlahovic, you could tell he just came back from a long injury layoff. Needs to work on that, but he'll get there probably. And Ale told me, like you mentioned a good point. What is Pogba going to look like if he ever returns? So, again, I think Lazio was toothless today, and I think Juventus were good enough to win the day, and that's what happened in the result. That's what happened back in November. When they played November, I think they won 3-0. I think, yeah. But we'll see moving forward. We'll see moving forward how we continue to play, because honestly, 3-5-2 is boring. It's crossing the box and hope. 3-5-2, we were trying to get the ball wide to Kostic, and he crossed it in, and we hoped. We hope for something to happen in the box, and the one time it did, we scored. Bremer. Because we know if the ball goes out to the right wing back, it's just going to get swung around the back again. Because Cuadrado's not beating his man. He's not getting good cross. He's not getting more opportunities to cross the ball in. He's just going to swing it back to Danilo, to Fagioli, whoever the center midfielder is. Never going to play forward. So it's literally swing the ball side to side, boring as shit, not penetrative. And then once the ball goes to Kostic in an advantageous area, he'll cross the ball in. And when he crosses the ball in, it might not go to someone. That's when we're in possession. When we're counterattacking, then you got guys like Chiesa going at the defenders. You got Di Maria when he plays going at defenders. But that's when you're counterattacking. So yeah, shortly we will get Allegri's match or post-match quotes. I want to try and do a new thing for post-match game. Well, whenever I'm here, post-game matches or whatever, post-match games. I want to get like funny tweets that I found throughout the game and read them to you because I think it's I think it's kind of funny, some of these tweets. But we'll do that for next time. We'll do that for next time. See, like this tweet right here. Shocking week in Coppa Italia for the clubs from Rome. First Roma eliminated by Cremonese. Now Lazio eliminated by the 13th place in Serie A. Too funny. But yeah, we'll go into the match ratings now. We're going to use FOTMob. Boss Nate Dogg is saying Pogba's contract should be terminated. I disagree because we can't even fire Max Allegri. So how are we going to buy out Pogba's contract, which is much larger and much longer? So that's not going to happen. So match ratings. I'm going off FOTMob right now. I'm fine with it, but we'll go through it anyway. Mattia Perin, they gave a 7.1. I thought he did not much. I thought he was very slow. He himself was very slow trying to start play. A bunch of times Cuadrado was calling for the ball on Danilo's side, and Perin would just lollygag and not start the play. You think a guy like Ederson back there, I know we can't afford Ederson, but a ball playing, in regards to a ball playing goalkeeper who's confident with the ball at his feet, yeah, it would probably be a lot better. But it is what it is. Did he make a save? He made one save apparently. I don't even remember that save. And he was 29 of 39 passes. 8 of 18 long balls. So not good with his feet. Danilo, I thought he was solid. 7.4 they gave him. I'll agree. 7.5 is fine. Defensively good. Passing percentage looked good. 93%. 76 out of 82. I see how Vard would take Perin over Tech any day. Sure. I'm not discounting that or discrediting that, but today I'm just picking out what he didn't do well because he literally had nothing else to do. If he moves the ball faster, we probably play faster, but again, who knows? But Danilo was solid. Don't tell me re-sign Danilo, give him an extension. Don't tell me that, please. He had another good game today, fine, but please don't tell me we need an extension. Henry's going off because he's questioning why I said, does this game really matter? He says every game and every win counts. Great. Doesn't feel like it. Bremer was given a 7.9 out of 10. I agree with that as well. Did he get a yellow card? No, he didn't get a yellow card. His passing percentage, just over 85%. He scored the goal, obviously. Let's see his defensive actions. Clearances, he had 6 clearances, which is good. 4 headed clearances, 4 recoveries. One time he got dribble pass. I don't remember that either. Oh, maybe that was on the goal line in the second half. Aerial duels, 1 out of 3. And 0 ground duels, 1. Weird. But yeah, 8 out of 10. He scored the goal. Solid at the back. Alexandro, 7.6. He was fine today. Alexandro, fine today. Again, does that mean a contract extension? No. That means see ya. Thank you for this performance. But yeah. Yep, 91% passing. Didn't win a tackle, but he made 5 clearances, 4 headed clearances, 1 interception, 4 recoveries, 4 out of 5 ground duels won. Perfect. Aerial duels 2 out of 2. Perfect. Solid performance from Alexandro. The whole backline was good today. Again, not tested much, but still. It's better. It's the first clean sheet since Cremonese or Udinese, the first 2 games of the calendar year. And again, it's a 1-0 victory. I can't believe it. Crazy. Now we're going to start with Juan Cuadrado, who I think got the worst rating. Nope, Fagioli did apparently. But Cuadrado, I didn't think he was good at all. I would give him a 3 for that game. Never looked forward once. Did he cross the ball at all? 2 out of 4 accurate crosses somehow. He consistently fouled Zaccagni, who I thought Zaccagni got the better of Cuadrado the whole game. 3 out of 11 ground duels won. Yeah, not good. And I already went on the rant about him. Next is Fagioli. Here's the thing. The difference between Fagioli and Moretti is quite clear that Fagioli gets more involved with the game. That's clear. And it's quite clear that Fagioli trusts himself more right now. And he's more comfortable in a starting position. And he's more comfortable playing with this team. However, Fagioli wasn't good today again, I don't think. Like, not that it wasn't good. I think he was fine. Out of the 3 midfielders, he was the third. That's my opinion. But consistency will be key with Fagioli. This is his first top flight season top flight. I'll say that. It's his first top flight season where he is playing game in, game out, pretty much. So, can he keep up, and can the consistency of his performances keep up? I don't want a great game one day, and then the next game he's a ghost, and then the next game he does okay, and then the next game he does great. I don't want that. I want goods. I want good, ghost. Or good, ghost, great, ghost, good. Something like that. So, again, Fagioli's 21 years old. He's going to be 22. Like, it's not like he's the youngest prospect ever, but it's his first full season at the top flight. Locatelli, I thought he was the best player of the game. Like I said, he got a 7.3 rating here. I would probably give him an 8.5, 9-ish. 88 passing accuracy. Let's look at the defensive side of it, though. 4 blocks, 2 clearances, 3 interceptions, 6 recoveries. And just very good and relaxed on the ball. So good for him. Rabiot, the engine that didn't stop running. Today was Rabiot is more like what we saw first half of the season Rabiot. Obviously, not as attack-minded as the first part of the season Rabiot, but his engine was very good today. He always seems to play good against Lazio. But yeah, he had 19 out of 25 accurate passes, only 76%. 1 shot on target, so the header in the first half. And then 1 clearance, 3 interceptions, 5 recoveries. Cool. And this app gave Kostic the man of the match. I'll disagree, just because I thought Locatelli was better. Kostic was one of our better players today. 76% pass or 78% passing. 1 shot on target. That was actually a great move in the first half, where the ball was returned to him on the left-hand side. He did a little dummy across Patrick, and then he smashed the ball across the goal. But what's the goalie's name again? Maximiliano made a great save. Parried it wide. And then his cross for the goal was good. There's the other crosses from him in the game were not great. So you got to take what you can get. 4 out of 10 crosses, 1 out of 4 accurate balls or accurate long balls, 4 passes only into the final third, and 2 block shots from the other team. 7 recoveries. So the defensive side of his game was good as well. And then finally up top, we got Chiesa, who got a 6.5 apparently from FOTMob. I agree. wasn't great. Wasn't in a position to do great. When he's put into a position to do great, he's out on the wing and he's attacking with the ball at his feet, attacking at a poor left back or poor right back. I'm not going to read his stats. Not really impressive. And then Vlahovic, same ghost, 6.5. Funny enough, his hold-up play was a bit better today than it was all season. I've seen a couple times he actually held the ball up with his chest. Kind of a horse touch in some instances, but he still got the ball. So he's got to work on that still. Tighter touches to relieve pressure. But that aspect of his game was okay. And I think total touches he only had 22. So, again, I won't be shocked if he leaves in the summer. I'm almost banking on him leaving in the summer, but I do hope he stays. But this style of play, it's not for him. It's just not for him. I don't really care about the subs. Angel Di Maria had a nice little run. That one time where he megged Lazzari and then he tried to spring in someone else. But other than that, Keane missed a one-on-one or a big chance again. Moretti, ghost again. And DeCilio just covered up. DeCilio just covered up for Cuadrado because he was having a nightmare. Havertz saying his first touches are garbage. Yeah, I agree. Most of the time, Vlahovic's first touch is garbage. But today, he reacted to the garbage touches and held up the ball pretty well. That's what I'll say he did. And then Max Allegri, I don't really care. I'm not going to rate him. Because I'm just done with him. Let's see if we have some quotes now. So we have Bremer quotes. And of course, you can follow this on our Twitter account. Alejandro does a great job of tweeting out the post-match press conferences after. So this is from Bremer. He's saying, I'm happy with this goal. We wanted the semifinal. That was all that counted. So winning. Yep, I agree. Good job. We see that we haven't had 2 good games. I would say you haven't had 3 good games because Napoli was shit. Atalanta was fine, but defensively shit. And Monza was shit. So that's 3. And then Bremer says, we talk to each other. What's happening off the pitch doesn't belong on the pitch. That's up to the club. Okay? Juve is a top team. We have to get as many points as possible, and then we'll see. Okay, so he's just being he's saying what everyone else is saying, which is fine, good. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. That's why I don't really care about this win. Yes, we go to the semifinal of the Coppa Italia against Inter. Yay. What are we going to do against Salernitana? If we win, does it count? If we care about our wins, I'm looking at the Europa League to see how we do. I'm looking at the first game against Nantes, and that's in 2 weeks. We're really getting used to our Thursday games, because we're in the Europa League now. We just had 2 Coppa Italia games on Thursdays. But yeah, we play Nantes in 2 weeks. I want to see how we come up against them. If we're good against them, then sure, I'll be more interested. You'll pique my interest more. But I watched today because I wanted to watch my favorite team play. Other than that, it didn't do anything for me. Like, a win's a win, and moving on in competitions is fine and dandy. But it didn't move me. It didn't be like, yeah, we're back. It's a win. And that's all I can take away from that. This team needs some changes, and we know that. This team needs changes in the coaching staff. This team needs changes on the pitch. This team needs to fight off the pitch. So the stuff that's going on right now, I can't get excited about. I don't know about anybody else. I'm not trying to bum anybody out, but so what? If we beat Salernitana, so what? That's my viewpoint of it. Am I going to celebrate if Chiesa scores a great goal? Absolutely. I don't even think I celebrated today for the goal. But again, that's because I know what's coming. And what's coming, by the way, is not good. The salary maneuvers scandal is coming fast, and it's going to come right after the final judgment of the Plus Valenza gate, and that I can't get over that right now. I can't get over that. So again, we're gonna wait for Max. Let me know what you guys think though. There's 33 people in here. Like the video if you haven't already. Let me know what you think. I know I see Boss Nate Dog was saying some stuff. The midfield looks poor because Allegri's tactics are garbage and forced our Metzalas to push so high up in the attacking line that they can't get involved in the build-up from the back. Yeah, that's true. We saw Fagioli and Moretti so high up the field all the time that when the ball went long or the ball went to Locatelli, he had no support around him. You're absolutely right. Then the strikers like Chiesa, Vlahovic, Di Maria, and Keane have to drop deep to collect the ball and create, but it takes them away from the dangerous areas while Rabiot occupies the striker position. Yeah, I think that's because we probably know Rabiot can't pass. That's the honest truth. Adrian Rabiot can't pass. Like, that's not a skill set. It's Fagioli's, which is going to your point where he needs to be more involved in the build-up. But yeah, it is what it is. Allegri hasn't spoken yet, unless Alejandro just didn't. Oh, here he has a quote about Max Allegri, or Max Allegri has a quote about Locatelli here, which is probably good. Locatelli becomes an important example on this team without taking anything away from the others. He is a player with Juventus DNA. And that goes back to the buzzwords, the Juventus fans' buzzwords: grinta, passion. We need a regista that plays the ball well. Those buzzwords from Juventini. Juventus DNA. And today, Locatelli was that. I'm going to keep going back to him because it's nice when players play to their potential. That's what you can get excited about. The result in itself or the implications of what's going on off the field, you don't get hyped up. But like with a performance that Locatelli did today, you say, hey, that looks good. Can you do it Tuesday against Salernitana? If you can do it Tuesday against Salernitana, can you do it, I forget when they play next, I think it's the 12th. Can you do it on February 12th against whoever we play? Can you do it in the Europa League against Nantes? Once you build up that consistency, once you build up that standard, then yeah. No one's gonna question you. But when you play, I'm not saying Locatelli in general, but when you, as a whole, you do what you did Sunday, how can you get hyped up for a game like today? You play like shit Sunday, you play good today. Well, decent, I'll say. Again, I'll say decent. How can you get hyped up? But again, it's been like this all year. Beginning half of the season, dreadful. Beginning half of the season was dreadful. Then you had the 8-game segment where you won 8 games in a row, which was good. In Serie A, no goals against, whatever. And then you had the Napoli, Atalanta, Monza games, and now you have this. The consistency isn't there. My trust in the team isn't there, not just because of what goes on the field, but what also happens off the field. So it's tough to be a fan right now. It's tough to know what to think. So Allegri has spoken. He goes on to say, tonight was a good game. We played well in possession, especially in the first half. In the second half, we gave away nothing. The most important thing is to have seen a certain attitude against Monza, especially in the first half, was totally lacking. So he's saying it was a great contrast between today's first half and Sunday's first half, which leads to me again about consistency and it not being there in this team. The players have to understand that to win games, in addition to tactics and technique, you need the right spirit. Tonight we saw many contrasts and defended well. Yeah. Yeah. All's well and good when you win a game. I'm waiting for Monday's press conference when he says, are we in a relegation battle or are we trying to get our 15 points back? I want to see what he says on Monday. What he really thinks. Hosta, we kind of already went with our man of the match. Well, a bunch of us did, and we pretty much agreed it was Locatelli. What's yours, though, buddy? What's yours? But yeah, we're gonna end it there because again, not much to say. We won a game today. We complete opposite of how we played on Sunday. How are we gonna come out on Tuesday? That's what we gotta know. That's what we gotta. How are we gonna do it? Is he gonna change the whole starting 11 again? Maybe some consistency in that area can help build the team and play better with more consistent starting 11s. Maybe don't start your best player as a support striker when his strengths are getting the ball wide and attacking people. I don't know. Maybe start some young kid who's hungry rather than Juan Cuadrado. All we want as fans is consistency, and I'm not even asking for the best style of play. Not even asking for that. I'm asking for consistent performances at the player's standard. If Vlahovic is a 20-goal scorer in Serie A, I need him to score every other game. That's his standard. I just want some consistency, and as of right now, we're not getting it, so it's hard to keep me interested in what happens going on in the season. I'll say, I'm going to watch, but it's not because of I expect things. I watch because I love the team, not because I expect things. Let's say if your kid was really bad at hockey, not really bad. Let's say your kid, really bad at hockey or not the greatest. Are you gonna go watch your kid because you love them? Yeah, you are. Not because they're good, not because you expect anything, just because you love them. That's what I'm doing with Juventus right now. If we come out with a stinker on Tuesday, who will be shocked? Not me. Jockey Bro saying, I want to see a 4-2-3-1 with Sule on the right, Di Maria in the center, and Chiesa on the left from the start at least once this season. Yeah, that'd be great. That's something different. And then maybe Locatelli, Rabiot as the pivots. Maybe Locatelli, not Fagioli because that won't work. Maybe Locatelli, Paredes. I don't know. And then Hit Priest says, Allegri has ruined Vlahovic. Yeah. For now, until there's another coach and then or Vlahovic leaves. Whatever happens, happens. But I agree. Hit Priest. Vlahovic was a 20-plus goal scorer in Serie A. Now he struggles to get a sniff. Haas is saying this team is ridiculously inconsistent. Like I said, 2-0 versus Inter, then 5-1 against Napoli, then 2-0 against Monza, now a good win. Yeah, we beat Lazio 3-0 right before the World Cup. Inter 2-0. Then we got smashed 5-1 against Napoli. Lost 2-0 to Monza, like you just said. Just inconsistent game against Atalanta in general. Decent going forward and then horrendous at the back. Like, you can see it in games even, with the inconsistency. So, I will continue to watch my team, the team I love, with the know-how and the knowledge that they're inconsistent and I can't expect much at this point. But yeah, we're going to end it there. Thank you all for joining today. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on Bianconeri Zone. There's going to be more post-match stuff on the Twitter account from Allegri. And probably more Bremer stuff. Because because his interview was ongoing as we were talking. But yeah, follow Bianca in Arizona at Bianca in Arizona on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Follow myself at Gennady151 on Twitter. Follow Alejandro at AlejandroBZ. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Tuesday's coming along. Next game, Salernitana. Ciao, everybody.